Good afternoon, Michael Byrd with Home Services Digital again with another video. We're going to talk today about the list of words, the list of search terms, the list of keywords that are important for you getting found on the internet in organic search. And of course, we're talking about Google. I don't know if I've mentioned, whenever we talk about search, we're really talking about Google. They are overwhelmingly the search engine. And the things that we do to help you to get found on Google, whether you do them yourself or whether somebody else does them for you or whether we do them, those are still the things that are going to get you found in the one other search engine that matters, and that's Bing/Yahoo. Same owners, Bing, Yahoo. Google has more than 60% of the searches daily, or actually minute by minute, than any other competitor, and that is a conservative estimate. Some statistics would say 65 or 70 or 75%. Just depends. We talked last time about the common sense search for your business, and we've mentioned plumbers and heating and air contractors. Let's take for today painters. Somebody wants a painter. They don't have a painter. You don't paint your house that often. So you might get a recommendation, but you might go to a Google search window or search prompt, a Google page, and just search painters, home painting, whatever it is. And we know this happens a lot because, of course, Google has the statistics. They have mountains and reams of data. We don't use reams anymore because that signifies paper. They have hard drives and caves and data centers full of data. We know that people do lots of searches for painters and painting, and some really good painting companies, painting franchises, have done a great service for their franchisees by mastering this very thing called search. But you can do it yourself also by understanding the concepts that I'm laying out in video after video. And the one we're going to lay out today is the list of terms. And again, I don't really need to show you any visual aids. I don't have to do any computer language. We can understand this conceptually. We can understand this just me talking with you. If I go and I search and I want to get my home painted or my business painted, and I search for painters, I'm going to get a list. I'm going to get that result. I'm sorry, not a list. I'm going to get a result. It's going to be the 3 sections that we're going to talk about in another video. But the organic result is what we're talking about now. What used to be the only thing that came up when Google started. They were a good search engine. They would give you a result. They had not yet monetized their business. And the only thing you had were those 10 results. Painters. Give me 10 painters. I'm going to find 10 painters. I'm going to pick one based on what I see here, and I'm going to make a phone call, and I'm going to pick somebody or pick a couple people and get some quotes. Painters, that's a word that I might use. Home painting, a word that I might use. We call that a keyword, even though it's 2 words. I like to say search term because it implies more a series of words, usually 2, 3, 4 words. 5 words. The most volume is in the smaller combinations of words. You hear a lot of stuff about long tail. We'll get to that later. But painters, painting. Now, these are words that you would pick. These are words that your friends would pick, or that if you can find somebody outside of your business, you may find some words that you wouldn't have thought of, believe it or not. And what we try to do is we try to compile a list based on the common sense terms plus using a keyword planner. And there are plenty of keyword planners that you can avail yourself of that you can find online just by searching Google, believe it or not. Keyword planners. And let me just give you an example of something I learned using a keyword planner in the list, and that is painters near me. Now, I would never type the term painters near me. It wouldn't occur to me. I might say painters, Wilmington, North Carolina, because I'm in Wilmington. But the point of all this is that you don't want to be successful for just one search. painters or just two searches, home painters. You want to be successful for all of the terms where there is substantial volume. In other words, where the fish are. You want to go to the parts of the lake or the parts of the ocean where you find a lot of fish. So you want to concentrate your efforts on getting results for the terms in the list that have the most volume, the relevant terms. Now you wouldn't want to go paint supplies or paint stores. You're not selling paint, you're painting, you're actually doing the work. So you don't want to go there. So that relevance is important. Search volume is important. So you get this list of terms and then you find out the search volume. And that's where you want to be successful. You want to be successful where the fish are. So develop the list. That's the point of this video. There is a good list of terms. And lucky for us, if we develop a list of 50, 60, 70, 80 terms, most of the volume is in that top 20%. The 80-20%, 80-20 rule, roughly speaking, works here. 80% of the fish are in 20% of the lake. So 80% of the search volume is in that top 20% of the search terms, and we'll rank them by search volume. And then we work on being successful for those terms. The list is important. Video number 4. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Come back for the next one. Michael Byrd, Home Services Digital.